this way. Okay. Ah, Spencer.
About time you arrived. I see you haven't dressed the way I asked you to, but I suppose that was expecting too much of a non-industry lout. Expect a complaint to management. Now, unless you'd like to waste more of my time, I suggest we begin rehearsing. Ready?
You got the wrong idea, buddy.
You've fallen right into my trap, Captain. Oh, don't bother to fight.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop you right there.
Oh, you wouldn't harm an old man at the end of his wits, would you? Wait. If you're... Oh, no, this is curious indeed. Who are you?
Yep.
How did you get
Now
in
you're
here?
catching on. Now you're catching on, buddy. I'm investigating the murder of Halcyon Helen. I'd have to ask you a few questions.
You're here to investigate me? Oh, I assure you, I'm nothing special. Just an old crook with more money than time. That was a quote from The Retiree's Revenge, in which I played an ex-thief turned decrepit old man. But, of course, I'm certain you already recognized it.
No.
Now, what shall I sign first? Your weapon? Your wallet? Or perhaps something a little more personal? Undergarment signatures have been popular of late, or so I've heard.
Calm down, buddy. Calm down. I'm here to ask you questions.
Do you mean to say you're not a fan? Well, then how did you get in here? The only staffer cleared for guest room entry is the inspector for Bellamy's murder.
That's what I said.
Oh, hello.
Do you get some sort of pleasure from wasting time, buddy?
Terribly sorry, Inspector. I didn't realize it was you. Understand that I am beyond willing to comply with your search for the fiend that did Bellamy in. You know, now that I look at you, you're the perfect reflection of me, back when I starred in the Marauder's Bane. The absolute picture of justice. Ask
Oh,
me
really?
anything at all. I might even give you a straight answer.
I hear you're poisoned.
Indeed. The agonizing bowel pain was most undignifying. While I've certainly had no shortage of inadequate hotel meals, this was most explicitly pronounced.
Really?
I suspect poison. And who would be most likely to poison me but Chef Anwar? Oh, we've clashed almost non-stop about his slop preparation. He must have tainted my meal in retaliation.
Anyone else other than him?
None that I can think of. I treat all hotel staff equally, and with the minimum level of respect that they deserve.
According to the coroner, Helen was also poisoned.
How alarming! Whoever targeted her was certainly targeting me. I can only thank my ironclad constitution that I'm standing here before you.
She wasn't killed by the poison.
Oh, that's very good to know. Perhaps the poisoner simply meant to incapacitate us both, disrupt the product launch. I couldn't say, Inspector. I'm merely an actor.
Right. Why don't you go to collect... blah, 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 blah.
Is that a jibe? Could you imagine the tabloid headlines? Spencer Woolrich, Aetherwave star, spotted in gastronomic distress. Oh, unseemly hardly describes the half of it.
Oh, well, that's all I need to know for now.
Very well, then.
Alright. I'd like to ask you about the murder.
Certainly. But one quick question before we begin, if I may.
Sure.
How was it that Bellamy met her end?
It's a little difficult to answer, but it's poison and
How
plasma.
awful! Whoever did this must have been quite heartless.
What were you doing at the time of the murder?
I was meditating, of course. That's how I get into character.
I see. No one else was there, I guess.
It is rather counterproductive to commune with others while meditating.
Answering text. Roommate left, but she won't leave me alone. Alright, my other questions. How would you have killed the victim?
Oh, come now, Inspector. What do you take me for? I'm an old man. I neither have the time nor the willpower to kill people for fun. Besides, I have my reputation to think of.
Did you know her well?
Bellamy has been my co-star throughout the autumn of my career. I should like to think I knew her. In fact, I cannot name a single role in the last 10 years that did not involve her in some way. Unless you count the uncredited silent shopkeep on Melissa's meteoroids.
Would you consider yourself a friend of hers?
I'll ask you this. If you'd been the star of cinema for years, then suddenly found yourself scrounging for bit parts while a younger person stole the limelight, how would you feel? In short, the two of us weren't close. But that's not to say my dislike of her was so extreme that I tried to do anything drastic. Resenting Bellamy is one thing, but killing her is another completely. It's also beneath me.
You could have hired someone to do it.
I suppose that is enough.
Learned a thing or two about your activities in the hotel.
Oh, have you now? Please do go on. Don't leave me in suspense.
Found a bottle of tainted liquor. Something to do with your poisoning.
That, yes. Yes. I distinctly recall ordering an alcoholic beverage with my meal. This hotel is certainly bringing a new meaning to the phrase rotgut. Management shall receive the complaint to end all complaints.
I've got my eye on you.
I'm quite used to being breathlessly watched.
Not that way. Alright.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Oh, really? Damn, every time.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Where? What's nearby? What? You lied to me.
Timeline discrepancy detected. This bottle, recently discarded, contains residue from foreign substances. Chemical analysis complete. This unit has detected the following substances: oil, terrare, blood, terrare, unidentifiable biological fluids, terrare. Yes,
Were they added
Inspector.
later?
Logical analysis indicates these substances were not present in the bottle's original contents.
What else was in the bottle?
This bottle contained Rizzo's Spectrum vodka. The presence of terrare biological fluids may have significantly improved its flavor. These substances cause extreme gastrointestinal distress in humans. Large doses can be fatal.
Let's move on.
Aha! Oh,
The lobby, please.
to the lobby we go.
Investigating a case with my crewmates, trying to find the killer of Ruth Bellamy. Songs don't exactly rhyme, but that's okay. Nah, that's kind of dumb. Okay, where's the chef?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Really?
Analysis of this stovetop reveals an alarming degree of grease buildup, approximating proximity to volatile gas.
Captain, no!
Performing scan. Gaslight appears to have gone out some time ago. Chance of explosive combustion without gaslight, 0.01%.
This seems like a workplace hazard.
Searching slug work logs. No work log found. Creating conjecture. Slug has likely not fixed this issue due to a lack of responsibility on the part of their employees.
Is this normal?
Most corporations have regular cleaning procedures to prevent damage to company property. Slug, already unlike most corporations in a variety of ways, does not. That or the employees tasked with inspecting are shirking their duties. For shame.
Alright. And you were quick, huh? To stop me? He was like, oh no, don't do that.
Yes? Are you here for the double rack of smoked sprat? Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but you'll have to wait. Oh, don't give me that look. Let me see if I can pencil you in for later. Actually, what am I saying? I can't do that. I'm booked for the next month. You'll have to make a reservation.
Damn it. I'm here to investigate the murder.
You're the inspector? Here?
Yeah, here.
Why? I mean, you may ask me whatever you want. I have nothing to hide.
Sorry, I'm still trying to answer this text. I guess my roommate went to some sort of convention. She said that she was gonna help her friend cook something. This hussy. I think she went to Qui-Con. This. kind of jealous. Anyways, back to the game. Did you prepare all of Helen's meals?
Of course I did. I would never allow anyone else to touch the meals of so important a guest.
Did you know her last meal was poisoned?
Oh. Oh my law, this is the end, isn't it? My mother always warned me that the culinary world was too dangerous, but I didn't heed her warnings. Okay, I wasn't the one who did it, but I might have been mistaken when I said I was constantly watching Helen's food. Spencer Woolrich and Bellhop Owens were underfoot in the kitchen as I was preparing Helen's meal. Either one of them could have tampered with the food when I was fetching ingredients.
Alibi's a little thin there.
I understand your reluctance, but... Oh, I just remembered. The kitchen security camera. It'll prove I'm telling the truth about everything. Constable Keene has access to the security footage in her office at the spaceport. If you visit her, you can figure out what truly happened with Helen's meal.
Well, isn't that just convenient? Where's Owens?
Yes, but not specifically. Owens often procures exotic ingredients from the creatures at the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. Our guests can be rather particular. Let's not talk about the incident with the Raptidon pheromone glands. It's always hard to say when Owens might be back. If I were you, I'd make a trek to the reserve myself. Otherwise, who knows how long you'll have to wait.
Damn. What was Spencer Woolrich doing around the kitchen?
Mr. Woolrich often finds the hotel's meals wanting. He seems to enjoy complaining in person. While I could appreciate someone with a discerning palate for once, I believe that Mr. Woolrich simply enjoys the attention he gets from us. Though don't tell him I said as much. If you wish to speak with him, Mr. Woolrich...
Yeah, I've already spoken with him. Don't worry about it. Alright. I'll see if you're telling the
Thank you for your
truth.
understanding, Inspector.
Man. So many suspects, so many factors. I'm gonna get to the bottom of all of this. Ah, it's a Christmas anime event my roommate went to. Oh, you. That's fine. I got to go to the Supernatural convention. Wait a minute. Bellhop Owens. The constable. We'll go this way.
Did you hear that someone tore one of the doors?
Ah, I see. You're one of those poor bastards that died. Excellent. Okay. Can I fast travel there? Yeah. Guess there's nowhere inside the spaceport that we could fast travel into. No, that would be too much. That would be asking for too much. There we go. Oh, perfect. Kind of. Security footage, kitchen footage. I'm trying to get to the fast travel. Why is it so hard? Oh, man. I am excited to play part 2 whenever that comes out, the Outer Worlds 2. The trailer for it was pretty hilarious because it's so true. Alright, we're all here. Yep, I'd like to go to the VIP guest floor.
If you see black...
I'll take these two. Alright, so who could it have been? Oh, that's not right. Oh, that's why.
What?
Guess it was nothing.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry. Where'd he go?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. The charred fragments of a letter lies at the bottom of this wastebasket.
Uh-huh. Station, meeting point, and emergency.
Your observation is correct and quite astute.
Thank
Well,
you.
glad we narrowed that down.
Someone burned this letter shortly after Halcyon Helen's death.
I need a more solid lead. Footprints.
A single footprint, size 10, tossball cleat sized.
Any
The
residue?
soil in this residue contains a very high concentration of oxygen.
Oxygen. A terraformer.
Well done, Inspector. The weather monitoring station at the pilot house substitutes for a terraformer. The soil in his footprint likely came from there.
Alright. To the pilot house.
Aha!
To the lobby. Actually, forget the lobby. Just let me leave the hotel. Ooh, we're hot on his trails now. Yeah, Spencer won't kill him personally. However, we do know that the person is not above hiring someone else, using a middleman. They've already tried to kill me. Who's to say it wasn't him who talked to that one guy to go hire those guys to kill me? Oh man, I'm gonna find out. But why kill Halcyon Helen? Oh, jealousy, of course. Now I get to go to the pilot house for whatever reason. Right? Wait a minute. Oh, did I fuck up?
Practically blends in with the lapel.
Oh no!
Oh, I fucked up. Sorry. Sorry. I don't know where he went. He went somewhere, and I don't know where. I don't know where. I don't know. All right.
Aha! If you see
It says confront him. In the VIP guest floor. Where? Uh, where'd you go? What the was this? Hello?
Initiating Enter Proto Burbage 3001 is trained to recognize.
So you had some work done.
Burbage 3001's programming is Banter
Okay.
Protocol.
Alright, yeah. Excuse me. Wow. Ha! His outfits. That's hilarious. Wasn't I just in this guy's room, though? No, that was this room. Oh, right, because this was where this is Birdie's room. Of course. So whose room is this?
Nice.
Hmm.
Mental note. Next time we got cows in the cargo bay, have a woolly cow party.
This is the cow that was stolen, I guess.
Multiple discrepancies detected. First discrepancy. A woolly cow is present in this hotel room.
Obvious.
Woolly cows are an import species for... Second discrepancy. This woolly cow is dangerous. An accurate observation, Inspector. This woolly cow is suffering. A brief survey of this area reveals.
Yep.
A brief survey of this unit.
Yeah, alright, well. At least we now know whose room this was. Zeke Hannigan. Damn. Ooh, lucky. Carry pictures of yourself, do you?
Please, can't you see my heart is bursting at the seams? I absolutely must go out. A quote from the Sisty Cutlet. I voiced a Sisty pig aware that it was going to be slaughtered. Ask me anything at all. I might even give you a straight answer.
Okay. So.
Oh?
Burbage told me you upgraded him.
I did indeed. With Halcyon Helen parading her fame about, I was left without an acting partner. Burbage is no exception. His acting protocols were nothing short of a joke. So, I decided to make some modifications, installing him with some of my old serial quotes as, I think, improved his range.
Oh,
The way
really?
he bungled about with that weapon of his hardly befitted a dissident, so I modified it as well. He's much quicker on the draw now, though
Oh.
he's still a machine.
Right. So, what was it you wanted with the Taro Ray Biogland?
What? That damn bellhop promised discretion. Well, if you must know, it's an appetite suppressant. How do you think I keep my form so lithe? Terror glands keep me from feeling hunger pangs.
Oh, really?
I've never heard of that. You sure you're talking about terror rays? Their bits tend to give folks the runs.
Oh, that's it. I'm firing my nutritionist this instant.
Yeah, well, you know, I got evidence of you tampering with Helen's last meal.
Tampering? No, no, no. I just happened to be passing through the kitchen and saw a dish that looked good. If being hungry is a crime, you better indict 3/4 of Halcyon.
You know, for a supposedly good actor, you're not much of a liar.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is a breach of my... No, I can't keep doing this. You've caught me. As it so happens, I may not have had the terror ray gland acquired for personal use.
Oh, really?
I may have placed it in Bellamy's meal. But before you indict me, please, just listen. I wasn't trying to kill her.
Mm-hmm. So you lied about being poisoned.
Lie is such a strong word. But even if I had chosen to poison myself, the danger should have been minimal. Terror ray glands aren't supposed to be lethally poisonous. They're supposed to cause extreme lethargy, as if you'd inhaled several quarts of Spectrum vodka. She would have had to eat 6 or 7 of the glands to die, and even then, it would be an extended, arduous process.
Why poison her at all?
I was just getting to that. I only wanted her to be incapacitated during the Brown unveiling. With her out of commission, the next available celebrity, myself, would get to host the unveiling.
Or
Please
Burbage
think twice about
3001.
telling the administrator of my misdeeds. If he learns the truth, what's left of my career will be left in shambles.
What would you like me to say instead, huh?
Tell him it was a poisonous mushroom or a bite from some poisonous insect. An accident. I promise I shall make up for my actions. Pay to erect a statue in Helen's honor, or perhaps even dedicate a performance to her memory.
Yeah. I'll keep you in suspense.
My law, if you aren't a sadist.
Just a little
If I
bit.
have a coronary before you make your decision, I will do my utmost to haunt you.
Good. You get a whole bunch of other ghosts to join you. Now we can speak to the administrator.
Aha! Oh,
Penthouse.
next stop.
Here we go. My bad.
Inspector, I've just received word that Constable Keene is dead. Please tell me it isn't true.
She was murdered in her office.
Halcyon Helen, Leora Blossom, Maria Keene. There's a murderer on the loose, Inspector.
I know.
You must stop them.
I'm trying.
I don't have Maria to count on anymore, so I'm counting on you.
She was killed using the needler.
The needler was among Helen's belongings. Whoever stole it must have been able to slip in and out of the hotel. Maria was my sole representative in Cedric's territory. The entire hotel staff is on his payroll. Any one of them could have killed her on his behalf.
I'll find whoever did
Make
this.
them suffer, Inspector.
I also managed to track down Black Hole Birdie.
I'm pleased to hear that. Bertie Holcomb is a valuable asset to the Rizzo's Rangers property. When Helen was murdered, Bertie was nowhere to be found. The timing of his disappearance is unfortunate.
Unfortunate and suspicious. This isn't a good look for Birdie.
Oh, dear law. Please tell me there wasn't another woolly cow involved.
Okay, so you know about the cow.
Yes, I know about the woolly cow. Constable Keene had Bertie's teammates arrested for unauthorized inebriation of livestock.
Yeah.
Bertie himself was nowhere to be found during the incident. Ironically, if Keene had arrested him, he'd have the perfect alibi. Be plain with me, Inspector. Do you believe Black Hole Birdie killed Helen?
I really don't.
I'm relieved to hear that. I happen to be something of a fan of the hack attack. I'd hate to see him processed for murder, but we need to be absolutely sure. I'd like you to continue your investigation. Notify me as soon as you're ready to make a formal accusation.
Oh yeah, Birdie agreed to come back.
I appreciate that. I'd rather keep Bertie within the public eye than let him languish in a bar at the docks. If you're through investigating Bertie, I recommend looking into Cedric Kincannon. He's been entirely too comfortable since we began this investigation. I don't trust Cedric when he's comfortable.
I investigated Jasmine Leiva.
Ms. Leiva earned that
Leiva,
title,
okay.
but not for the reasons you'd expect. The profit business has been profitable for the hotel.
Sure.
Not so much for Ms. Leiva's followers. So, tell me, what did you find?
She is in over her head, and she really wants to be arrested.
She wants to be arrested? That's not the kind of behavior I expect from a suspect. Perhaps she's carrying a guilty conscience. Does the Prophet strike you as a reasonable candidate for Helen's murderer?
I doubt she did it.
I'll bear that in mind. Thank you for the update, Inspector. I'll include everything you've told me in my official report.
And I've completed my investigation into Helen's poisoning.
Excellent. I trust you have a name for our poisoner.
Owens, former bellhop.
Bellhop Owens. Recently deceased, at least according to my latest report. I wonder what compelled Owens to poison Helen. Professional jealousy? Gross incompetence? I suppose we'll never know. In any case, I have a lot of paperwork ahead of me. I'll need to give Mr. Owens a posthumous reprimand.
A posthumous
I'd like you to continue
reprimand?
investigating Helen's murder. You've found the poisoner, but her killer remains at large.
I'll be back. Huh. But first, has no one cleaned this up? Jeez, people. Nobody, huh? Oh. Hmm. My suspects. First place a lockdown. The only exception. Hmm. Okay. Victims. Okay. Halcyon Helen. Yep. Alright. Under attack by our own technicians. Murdered her and listened to her final moments over the intercom, and she recognized who it was. So it's someone she's familiar with. But also is a surprise. Hmm. Huh. Alright. Alright, let's go. Oh. Yeah, let's go. Lord of Blight. Piraeus Spaceport. Because it's piratey. Looks like you're the last suspect. It could be a bellhop that did it. Alright. This is what we got. Someone was able to go in and out and travel all around the area without ever being stopped. You know? Able to get to so many different places. Have access to rooms. Have access to evidence lockers. Able to slip in and out unnoticed. So it has a good memory of the layout of the place and whatnot. I'm telling you, it could be one of the bellhops. Like, it could be an employee of the hotel. Then again, he said all the employees are employed by Kincannon. Alright, so we have means. I need motive. We have time. Sublight is no problem hiring freelancers. I work with Sublight. Off of Eridanos. That would make the most sense. I was thinking bellhop would be the most, or not even a bellhop, like just like maybe it could even be a group of hotel employees just looking out for each other. But if they all work for him, it's possible. I guess it's, you know, I mean, it's possible.
You got an appointment?
No.
You're not allowed up with no appointment, unless you want to chat with some guards.
Alright, listen here,
Appointment?
hussy. No.
Then get.
I need to speak with
No
Cedric.
appointment? No talking to Mr. Kincannon.
Not very friendly, are you?
They don't pay me to be friendly. They pay me to keep hooligans out of Mr. Kincannon's hair.
Do I really look like a hooligan?
I'd say so. That said, it's possible Mr. Kincannon might enjoy talking to someone as personable as yourself. We'll see what he says. Mr. Kincannon, got a person of interest here to see if they've got business.
That sounds like our inspector. Please, send him up.
Alright. That's the go-ahead. Yo.
Why, if it isn't the inspector, I was hoping you'd swing by. Here for my alibi, I assume?
Yes. Later. Nonsense
Another
that
murder?
happened.
Drunk Raptidons? Black Hole Birdie practicing his hacking in the middle of the street? Stop me if it's one of those, or I'll just keep guessing.
I'd have run in with some slug agents.
Sounds as though you've already sorted it out yourself.
How'd they get their hands on slug gear? Oh, yeah, why don't you humor me and explain it?
In short, Slug has not sent anyone to rough you up, Inspector. That would be acting against our own self-interest. Now ask yourself this. Why would anyone give thugs slug gear and send them after you?
Someone behind this wants me to go against Slug.
Right again, Inspector. But I can't fathom who would benefit from tarnishing my reputation like that. Can you?
I guess Ludovago, presumably.
You said it, not me. So, as you've deduced, I did not send anyone from Slug after you, nor is it likely they assigned themselves that task. Still, I am sorry for the trouble, Inspector. With that
Yeah, that
settled,
makes sense.
I assume you'll want to know where I was the night of Helen's murder.
Yeah. Let's hear it, man.
Let's see. That night, I was... torturing Elliot Nasser for information on missing cargo. That was a messy one. Didn't break until nearly noon the next day. Can you imagine?
When you say break...
His spine, specifically.
Ah.
If you'd like to know the exact vertebrae, I'm afraid I don't know. I can tell you he's quite dead. Not that it matters much. You'd be a fool to believe me, regardless of what I told you. People lie, and I am, incriminatingly, people.
Come on, man. I'm trying to clear your murder here.
And I appreciate that, Inspector. The fact of the matter is, I know I didn't kill Helen. and I trust you fully and completely to find whoever did. If it helps, however, you might consider pursuing not my means, but my motive. Why in the name of the architect would I kill Halcyon
That's what I'm
Helen?
trying to figure out, man.
She
I know
was
you
making
have
me a
means.
fortune.
Wait, so her death is a net loss for Slug?
I'm considering a line of commemorative merchandise. Still, that's nothing compared to what Helen would have made us in the long run. I'd offer to assist you in your work, but I've a mystery of my own to solve, I'm afraid.
Anything I can look into?
You may very well want to. This particular trouble strikes me as not unrelated to your investigation. Items are disappearing from Slug's storage and processing warehouse. The thefts began a week before Helen's unfortunate death, and there have been more instances since. Before you ask, I know the difference between cargo going missing and cargo going missing. This is the latter.
And what's gone missing specifically?
Nothing unsavory, and nothing Ludovico shouldn't know about, if that's your concern. I'm quite serious when I say Slug is a legitimate business. As to the specifics, I'm not sure. The warehouse foreman should be able to tell you. Before you ask, I know the difference between cargo going missing and...
Yeah, I know, you said that. But what's the connection to the Helen's murder?
I'm not sure. I'm only confident there is one. That the theft began mere days before Helen's untimely demise is an extraordinary coincidence. I'm not a man who believes in happenstance, Inspector. I do not trust it.
Dumb luck's done a lot for me, man.
Has it? I wonder. How much of your luck has been luck? And how much are you downplaying as chance? Regardless, this will be fun. You out in the field, chasing down leads. Me, scheming in my office, preparing to unspeakably mangle the perpetrator.
I'd like to commit my own horrific bodily harms. Thank you.
Oh, I never subcontract out that type of work, Inspector. You'll want to speak with Ella Tinsley, the warehouse foreman. I've cleared her as a suspect myself, but should she refuse to cooperate, shoot her. No, I'm joking. If she won't cooperate, tell me and I will shoot her. And do feel free to search my office for clues.
You know
while
what,
you're
man?
here.
I
Don't
like
hold
this
back on my
guy.
account.
I'll get in on that. Whoa. Nice collection of guns you got here.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. A cursory fingerprint analysis display case was recently opened or closed.
The gun on the bottom looks special. Has it been customized?
Confirmed.